Hi everyone, today I am going to teach grade 7 Geography chapter 4 R. Here I have given the introduction that the atmosphere is a thin blanket of air that surrounds the earth. It protects us from the harmful rays of the sun. We know that atmosphere is a air. In the chapter 1 we have discussed. You can feel that it's of the air. We cannot able to see but we can feel it. It is one of the thin blankets of the air that surrounds the earth. It is like a blanket. It will be cover over the all the earth. Means cover the earth surface, all the continents it has covered. It protects us from the harmful rays. One of the rays is present, that is ozone layer is presence in the atmosphere. When the sun we cannot be raised directly over, means radiate over directly to the human being, it will be get burn of the skin, sun will feel as a strokes. This forms of reason there will be the ozone layer is present in the atmosphere, which will be protect us from the sun. Here the next topic is composition of the atmosphere. We have already discussed about the atmosphere and mixture of gases, but in this chapter we are going to discuss deeply about the different gases. The first one is called as nitrogen. Nitrogen is very important for the plants for survival, depend on its gases. You know that the mixture of gases, like a plant will be give us carbon dioxide, but it most depend upon the nitrogen. Like a small organisms will be depend upon that bacteria, as we used to say, that bacteria will be produced from the nitrogen. Next is oxygen. As usual, the living beings is the most important depend of the oxygen, that is essential for the humans and animals. Green plants produce oxygen during the photosynthesis. Where will get oxygen means during photosynthesis. Photo means the light synthesis will make, like a photosynthesis by the plant. It release the oxygen, it takes the oxygen. So in that we will be taking the oxygen. Same as green plants take the carbon dioxide, which will realize in this point, which will realized by human and the animals. So there is a mutual relation between the plants and the human or the animals, that we give will give carbon dioxide, same as plants gives us a oxygen. In this most highest gas is the nitrogen. Next we going to see the structure of the atmosphere. Here the 5 layer of starting from the atmosphere, from the top, see from the down: troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere and the exosphere. One of the layer there will be depend of the different layer what are we present in that layer. We go discuss one by one. Here the troposphere. The troposphere is the first layer of the atmosphere whose average height is 13 km. The layer which the air we breathe. First layer is troposphere. In the first layer of the troposphere, the average height is, it will be how many kilometers is 13 km from the earth surface to the highest will be 13 km. Here you can most of the human being, birds which can be fly, we can having the breathing exists till this troposphere. Next is stratosphere. The second layer of the layer is stratosphere. It extends high to the 15 kilometers. It contains layer of the ozone layer. In this layer only, I told that in the protection of the layer is called ozone layer. You know that harmful rays affect from the sun, it is ideal flying of the aeroplane. In this stratosphere we can see the aeroplane, this extent only aeroplane can be fly. Next, mesosphere. The third layer is mesosphere, which extends upon the 80 kilometers. Here some meteoroids, the like a burning balls we can see, that meteors and asteroids, we can see the entering of this mesosphere. Next is thermosphere. The fourth layer is thermosphere, which is extends high to 80 kilometers to 400 kilometers. The layer helps to the radio transmission. What are the satellites you will be seeing, that transmission will be happen in the this layer. Exosphere. The uppermost layer is exosphere, which has thin layer. Here we cannot see any amount of gases that we cannot be able to breathe, some extent, that's all. Here light gases like a helium, hydrogen floating into the space of the air. We can see the light of the helium and nitrogen gases in the exosphere. Here next topic they have given weather and the climate. Can change without a few minutes, hours. This is the difference. Weather means it will be in the hours to hours. The climate will means the temperature that will be changing to hour to hour. Climate means it takes over the year. So the difference between the weather and the climate. Here they have given the details about differentiate of the weather and climate. It is a atmosphere condition. It is given in the place and times. You can see here, like a rain, temperature, humidity. It will be taken long period for the climate, but for the weather it will be take for the like a hour, 1 hour, or 1 day for the changing of the temperature. Here they have given the next topic about temperature. We know that when we get fever, we can see the temperature, that how many degree will be there. Same as it will be depend on all the temperature, like about hot water, cold water, and what are the sun's summer, what are the temperature. This all be called as a temperature. So the degree of hotness and coldness of the air. How will measure the temperature means it will be hot also, cold also. We can measure the air. Temperature of atmosphere changes not only between the days and nights, also season wise. Okay, it will not be temperature will be at night time will be cold, in daytime it will be hot, but it's not like a summer winter the temperature also will be changed. Here the word has given an insolation. It is one of the temperature will coming from the solar energy that is corrupted by the earth. When the sun will raise on the solar energy, one of the isolation temperature we will be measuring, that is we call as insolation. Temperature you can know that it is measured by the Celsius and the Fahrenheit. Degree Celsius, hot and cold, high temperature, low humidity will be measured in the Fahrenheit. Here some of the weather instrument are given: thermometer, anemometer, hygrometer, barometer, rain gauge, wind gauge, and slow gauge. Next one is air pressure. The air pressure is exerted by the weight of the air on the earth's surface. You can see the pressure will be exerted in the earth's surface, one of the high pressure. Wind, another one topic is wind. You know that wind movement of the air form in high pressure to the lower pressure. When the wind broadly divided into three, one is permanent wind, seasonal wind, and local wind. You know that when the wind will miss, like a air will blow at a high speed, that will be in high pressure or low pressure, is called as a wind. So in the wind they'll be having three. One is permanent, seasonal, and wind, local. Permanent will be blowing in the throughout the year. It will whenever stop, it will go for the different ways with all the continents, is called the permanent wind. Seasonal wind means it will be in the season wise. Monsoon means monsoon time it will be a flowing of winds. Local winds, some sea breeze of will be there in the local winds. Next one is moisture. When the water evaporate, it is like a water cycle. Moisture means how the water cycle will be in the procedure, same as in the moisture also. When the water vapor forms a land and other bodies, is called water vapor. Water vapor present in the atmosphere is known as a moisture. Where the water is present in the atmosphere is known as moisture. The amount of moisture present in the air is known as a humidity. If the water is evaporate, if the water will form, will be a moisture like a small dots will be in the condensation like a cloud, it is called atmospheric. The amount, and if there is a number more amount of moistures will be there, it is known as a humidity. When the water vapor rise, it start cooling, like if any wind will blow, means that time the condensation will be separated and they'll form as a water drops. When the water drops becomes too heavy and float in the air, they become as a precipitation. So when the wind or it will be flowing in the high speed, it will be floating of the air. So the precipitation like a rain water will form from. Means precipitation means like a rainfall, snow, fog, sleets, and the hailstones. This will be there. You can see the some of the water cycle evaporation is given here, warm air evaporation, rain like this. Last is the we are going to see that rainfall. We know that in our earth the most important is rainfall. So there is a different rainfall is there. One is relief, fontal rainfalls, and conventional rainfall. Here what means it rainfall like a in the small quantity and the high quantity. This is called as a relief. Means it will be flow in the high mountain falls, like a it will be in the another more water will falls in the know that in mountain region only. It is called relief mountains. Some of the when they'll be having the light rainfall, it will be form as a warm air. It will call as a fontals, and conventional means it will be having the warm air will be high. There is no rainfalls, it will be cool for the some periods. So you know that important of rainfall. Rainfall is very important for our survival, for the plant and animals also. You know that our earth is covered by 97% of saline water, only 2.5 some percent of fresh water. So only there no the so water is the most precious for us, so for the preservation, so it bring the fresh water to the earth's surface. That is the reason of the rain only, no other option to make the fresh water. Through the rainfall only we will be get fresh water to drink and everything.